But all right, so going back to the data, no, so biometric thing, and then we talk about what we got to do, owning data, protecting it. With the biometrics, you know, again, it comes back to positive and negative, right? Because, you know, the one thing about biometrics is right now on the internet and the use of networks, you still have anonymity, right? How do I know it's really you and you? But if you're using some biometric thing right now, you have to produce something physical that only you have to identify who you are. So that's somewhere where biometric comes into at least cybersecurity or IT, is that now you gotta, like even on your phone, you put in a fingerprint or you take a picture and it recognizes your facial recognition. Now that could be used in other harmful ways, right? Because now people can abuse that data. And again, that comes back to us not having protection. There's no protection rights where you can actually sue or go after a company for abusing that data. So that's the problem. There's no balance, right? Again, it's still the 10%, and they very much are the traders, and they just using that information and, you know, using it any kind of way without giving us any kind of gold in exchange for it, right? So I mean, that's just the biometrics. But then, you know, there's also, man, God, there's a lot of good TV shows that built on this where, you know, you got pacemakers, right? So all these wearables and these sensors is providing information for medical research. They're able to use that data and do research on it, and they can come out with more medical procedures, you know, medical findings. So the data is, again, you know me, I'm gonna talk about positive and negative, right? So there's positive uses for it first, right? And how they're collecting that information so they can prescribe more better medical treatments and treatments for people, right? When they understand what's going on with the body more, right? As they even collect that data, the medical research is able to do more with it. However, it can be used for harmful purposes, because now there's, you know, there was a good episode on Elementary on CBS about Sherlock Holmes where a guy was walking through the park and he was clutching his chest and, you know, he passed out. And when Sherlock investigated it, somebody hacked into the network and sent the charge to his pacemaker, and he was able to kill him. Yeah, you know, I mean, that's real. It's anything that's and they talked about that with Dick Cheney when they had to disable Dick Cheney's pacemaker because they was concerned about people hacking into it and
What's
getting
the guy's name? They killed this guy. He tried to she tried to show that I think it was in 2011. He was showing, yo, it's easier for me to hack into a human than it is to hack into a car. He was putting it out there, and they clipped him. It's you know how you got different wavelengths. There's one that's specifically for the body. It's called they call it the wireless body area network, but it's the M band. It's a number 8.24
some frequency in the radio frequency range.
We all exist on that frequency now, which is attached to the internet. We all of us do. All of us are there right there. The government, that's national security. NSA and all that, they have that. They got that.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, God. Okay.
You must do your own research, as I did.
If Mega did this.